Scott, a very important game tomorrow, and you've said before, you know what you've got to do in it, but how much would it mean to you for United to progress to the next round?
Be huge for us, be huge for the club as well. It's a lot of money for us to get into the next round as well, but at the same time, we've got an extremely hard group. We've got a group worth of champions and also us, so it's been hard. Every game's been difficult. Obviously disappointed to lose the Dundee United game because I thought we played ever so well. But take nothing away, the lads have put themselves in a great position at this moment in time.
Listening to Jim Goodwin after his match against Buckie Thistle, he was saying that they were more difficult than he expected. I take it you factored that in? Yeah,
100%. And you've seen Dundee United going up there, and obviously Buckie scored 2 goals against them. They scored against Falkirk as well. And they've not just managed to not score against Steny. So for us, we know it's going to be difficult. We know they're going to get chances. They're going to play a little bit direct. We'll try and get after them. But at the same time, they've got good players that can beat you individually. And we need to make sure that we're on our game as well. And the thing is, you can easily go into these games thinking it's going to be nice and easy and we could be relaxed and we could be chilled. But you can't happen because one slip, you go 1-0 down. And like what we did at Steny. But the lads' mentality and focus as well, but also the work rate as well against Steny, I thought was exceptional.
Okay, you've got players doing very well on the park just now. It gives you a real challenge to decide who you're going to play for this team. Have you enjoyed this?
Yeah, it's what we wanted when we came in. We wanted 2 players in every position. We want to have that challenge. We want to have that understanding as well. But also, it keeps everyone on their toes too. And I think that's a huge thing in football. And you can't get too drilled into playing the same team, the same faces week in, week out. And it's a long season. We've got to have a squad performance and a squad season, and it's got to be drilled into the lads as well that sometimes you might start, you might play well, but there'll be fresh legs coming on as well. As you've seen, the lads that came on at the weekend, we had Murph coming back, we had Fraser and Lucas going on up top of it, had fantastic energy as well, and also Scotty coming in there as well. And speaking to Gaz after the game, and he says we thought we would have slowed down, especially when we brought the subs on, but the press and the understanding of the young kids as well. And they were maybe a little bit unlucky not to get a goal as well, and I think that's what we've got to bring to the squad.
Jake, are you very conscious of the competition for places, and how are you feeling about getting a bit more game time?
Oh, definitely, it's a strong squad we've got here, and I'm working hard every day and training and stuff and in games. So it's going to be competitive for places, and that's a challenge really, especially as a winger. You want to be playing in the competition that makes you be on your toes and play that wee bit better.
And for you, is it about getting the opportunity and then making the most of it, basically?
Oh, definitely. Every opportunity you get, you need to take. So especially it comes to training each day, and then going into a Saturday, you need to be bang on it.
And Scott, that's what you've always wanted here, presumably, was that feeling of players really having to perform or they won't be playing?
Yeah, definitely. But also you want to be able to turn around to the bench and go, I can take off X, Y, Z and put the exact same quality on as well. And that's what we've got this year. We've got lads that obviously going to be in form at points throughout the season. We've got people that are going to be scoring goals, but also it all comes down to work rate and desire and having that understanding. We've got to have a big squad if you want to do well in this league, and it's shown over the last few years, and the teams with the bigger squads usually creep up the league that little bit more. So for us it's important that we have that competition throughout the whole squad, but at the same time you've got to earn the jersey. You can't just turn up because you're a name, you're a face that you deserve to play. You've got to have that attitude every day in training and also on the park.
How conscious are you tomorrow of the need for goals?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those ones, and it'll probably come down right to the last minute. It's still going to be a hard game. We can't take that for granted that we're just going to automatically win the game. We've got to make sure that we're on form. We start the game really well, we press, we get after them, force them into mistakes, but also we've got to be ruthless, because I think we could have been a little bit more ruthless against Steny when we scored 4 headers. I'd like to see maybe a couple of lads go with their feet this time, but at the same time we're in the good positions, we're locking out, and when you do get that chance we manage to put them away.
You'll be keen to be involved, Jake, in that search for goals?
Oh, definitely, especially for a winger, forward player. You always want to be getting as many assists and many goals and getting yourself into the positions to score them and make goals as well.
Buckie, of course, like all the teams in the group, are a team used to winning in their respective league.
Yeah, definitely, and obviously won the league last year, but for us we've got to make sure we focus on ourselves. yes, we give them the respect that they're due, but at the same time they're coming to our home stadium. We need to start on the front foot, get after them, force them to mistakes. And the one main thing that we've always got to remember is we're full time. We've got to make sure that we work harder than anyone to earn the right to play.
It's very early in the season, but how far is the team down the road to be playing the sort of football that you want to be playing?
Yeah, I spoke to Gaz after the game against Stenning. He says it's one of the best team performances that he's seen against his team, so that's brilliant, but that's one game. I want to see that continuously, and I want to make sure the lads are on it daily, and that means drilling a lot of set plays, structure into the game, and how we're going to play a game plan. And they've taken it on really, really well. That's a pleasing thing, that even the new ones that have been coming in, they've all had that understanding, and that's why they're playing in the team.
Marco Russ was a notable absentee from the game at Stenny on Tuesday night. Is he available for selection?
He'll be back in the squad tomorrow. Yeah, Marco's obviously a fantastic talent as well. He scored a great goal against Dundee United, and you can see his calmness and composure on the ball, and he makes the right decisions at the right time, and that's a huge thing in football as well, and it brings a lot of calmness to the team.
And the excitement obviously is building, like Rob mentioned, to the start of the league season next weekend. I've asked you this numerous times, I'm going to ask you again. Should fans be expecting any player recruitment before the beginning of the league season?
You always want extra, and we're always pushing the board, and we're in the same way. We want the strongest squad we can possibly get this season, and they've done really well in recruiting the players and managing to get the players on board. So for us, it's good that we've got that strength and depth, but yes, there might be comings and goings.
And just to Jake, finally, it's been a few weeks since we first met you after you signed, and you got your first start on Tuesday night. How do you feel you've progressed since joining the club, and do you feel you're kind of getting back into your rhythm sort of way?
No, definitely, yeah, especially as the weeks go on, the fitter you get and the more sharper you get, and felt that the other night as well, with the more games as well, you get sharper as the weeks go on, but I've been really enjoying it.
Finally, Scott, I mean, the fans can play a big part tomorrow, can't they, in terms of, you're looking to build up a head of steam, and search for those goals, and the supporters can get involved in that as well, can't they? 100%,
and it's one of those things. You manage to score a goal, and the fans get behind you. It's that momentum that you want to continue into the game, and they want to see entertainment, they want to see goals, and hopefully tomorrow is the one that we can produce for them. And they've been brilliant since I've came in. They chant for 90 minutes, they sing through thick and thin for us as well, and they love the club and they travel home and away. So no, it's important that they come along in the thousands and support us as much as they possibly can.